Another glorious day. I hope everything good with you and yours. Wanted to check in real quick, get some calisthenics. You already see the topic at hand. Yeah, I know. No needles, no pills, no drinks. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. And probably not in the way that you expect. You know what I'm saying? Probably not in the way that you expect. I hope everything good with you and yours. Another glorious day. You know what I'm saying? So you see the caption, you see what it's saying, the title. But we're gonna talk about it. Like I said, not in the way that you may think, but we're gonna talk about it. Let me start this off though, y'all. Let me get right to it, because I gotta go pick up my son in a few. So I'm gonna turn this around. So what I'm gonna do is, how I'm gonna start this off, I'm gonna do the reverse grip push-ups. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna work my way to this pull-up bar right here. This is a high bar too, y'all. This bar's pretty high. You know, at one point, I really didn't I ain't agree with the height, but I love it now. More so because of my arm issues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, having to work around my abilities, but we not never placing limits on ourselves. Like I said, I'm starting off with the reverse. Push-ups. But we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Yeah, no needles, no pills, no drinks. And what I mean by no drinks, I'm talking about energy drinks. And what I'm gonna touch on in terms of the topic, I'm mainly gonna be focusing on the eye, but also what others may be able to relate to in terms of the things that we use to bring about fulfillment or escaping reality, if you will. So, and even with working out, most of all. But again, you see the topic, and my approach to the topic is different than what you would expect. But let's get it though, you heard? Like I said, I'm doing a reverse grip on these push-ups to start. You know what I mean? It's beautiful out here. The wind blowing. It's still, kind of cold. Not to the point where you need a heavy jacket, but let's get this money, y'all. And we're gonna talk about it. I'm just looking back because it is windy, so I got that concern of my tripod and all that. Let's get it though. Like I said, I'm gonna start off with that, then I'm gonna take it to the high bar, such as right now. I'm not sure how many feet this is. do is I'm gonna work my way into that. Believe me, I start off having it one by one, then I gradually increase to getting it to those reps that I intend to take advantage of. Yeah, let's talk about it though. You know? So yeah, I'm getting in my groove. Let me get it. I was so excited about getting this money today. I actually was hungry earlier. Before arriving here, I had an appetite. I wanted to eat. However, I was battling with getting something to eat or working out. And those two appetites were battling with each other. And this is what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean, y'all. I was battling with either eating or getting this money. So I decided to come pull up and get this money. Why am I saying that? Because this sort of pertains, no, not sort of, but this pertains to the topic at hand. And what I mean is, and I'm, again, keeping it on the eye, first and foremost. Me being a person at one point in my life where I relied on outside sources, outside indulgence of controlled substances and things of such that I felt brought about giving me the enjoyments of life, if you will. So I don't know, that it just came to mind. And the reason why it came to mind prior to me actually going live is that I feel so good at this point in my life, and for quite some time now, for a long time, in regards to a significant amount of years of being truly appreciative, grateful, and enjoying life to a degree of high of high regards within self, of connecting with the clear mind of taking each day and having nothing else outside of self to give me that true connection, if you will. Let's get this money, y'all. So yeah, let's get this money. So I'm gonna start it off with that. again, let's get it though. And what I just said, hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm gonna break it down a little better though, as we go as I further go into the discussion. Let's get it. Matter of fact, let me bring it to the pull-up bar. Let's do it like that. Starting to get my groove, y'all. So yeah, I had that again. Like I said, when I bring up a certain topic or topics, I gotta keep it on the eye first and foremost. Because I don't come out here, I don't get on this camera, I'm not about judging the world and all that type of, you know what I'm saying? Again, because if I'm not focusing and improving on self and doing that, like, what am I? What does anything else matter? Let's go. Like I said, I guess I starts to get into that groove. So yeah, like I was saying, I seeked outside of self. And with that being said, right? So I'm the type of person, like, when I analyze life, right? So when I analyze life, I tend to go somewhat in the past, right? So when we dealing with a current situation, and our past experiences is what initially gives us the ammo, gives us the ability to, or gives us the courage even to know that we have what it takes in order to either perform, conquer, just to stand the test of time, right? So, I don't want to take too much time. Let me work out while I talk, because going back and forth with the conversation and working out, sometimes I get a little. Let me get this workout. Let me get these sets, and I feel better when I get my sets, and then I feel like I earned the ability to talk, if you will. Let's go. It's money. Yeah, I still got that appetite, y'all, for the push and pull, for that upper body. I still got that upper body appetite. Word, still there. I've been on the calisthenics like since last week. I haven't been I think I went to the gym last week like maybe once. But yeah. Anyway, got company, y'all. What's going on? You see him? I don't know this cat, but he out here. Go ahead, get you a setting. Stop playing. But yeah. So think about Muslim brothers who are doing Ramadan but still training despite no food, no water. Yeah, that's a fact. Salute to anybody who able to work out without necessarily having anything to drink, and still getting to this money. Yeah, that's a fact, though. Yeah, shout out to all the Muslim brothers and sisters who are, with Ramadan at this time of the year. Salute to them, because that's definitely, again, that was something I spoke about in terms of my last chat, fasting. But yeah, you see the topic at hand, so talk about it a little bit real quick in terms of the topic. So like I said, I was the type of person that at a point in my life for many years, I sought outside of myself to get fulfillment, to get the enjoyments of life, to get pleasure, to feel whole, right? And fitness is something that really helped me connect back with myself, more so than I ever realized, even during those times, because of my more of a desire to partake in the drinking and smoking than the actual working out. But working out left an impact on me, because anytime that I strayed away from working out, there were always those moments in my life where I knew I needed a break from the smoking and drinking, and I did that. I took that break. It was temporary, but during those times of that break, I would work out. Let me get this money. So again, what I'm doing is those reverse grip push-ups. That's what I'm doing. So with that being said, I'm using this point of what I'm sharing to get into the topic, right? And like I said, I was smoking and drinking, and that was what I felt brought me enjoyment, and it did, without a doubt. I ain't going to take nothing away from that. With that being said, the most powerful feeling one could get is from the true self. It's not having to rely on anything outside of yourself. And what I mean is this, right? Let me get into it. Let me stop bits and pieces in what I'm saying. I'm 40 plus, and I feel better than I did when I was 18, 21, as I should, right? And there's so many things that I can improve on in my life to this day, still and all, and I seek to do so. However, let me keep it on the physical, more so than anything. The way I feel, function, and operate is even beyond what I'm able to really like. It's sort of, I impress myself. And I say that not from not from arrogance or, and you know what I'm saying? But let's get this money, man. I'm talking too much, man. Come on, man. It's supposed to be doing fitness, man. We'll talk about it, man. I got so much I want to say, but then I'm really focusing on the sets. Let me stop doing this, man. Let me keep up with the workout, man. So anyway, I'm on this high bar, y'all. This joint, I don't know how many feet it is, but check it out. Yeah, that joint is high. That high ball. Yeah, man, point is this, right? This is the point, too. I keep on saying that. I don't need nothing outside of self to give me the feelings of feeling fully energized, feeling vigorous, you know? Yo, I'm gonna tell you something, right? It's been so many days where I felt so excited, so enthusiastic about life. It was hard for me to go to sleep because I was so much looking forward to seeing the next day, and I still feel that way. And this is the point that I'm making, where it's like there's no pill, there's no needle, there's no drink, there's nothing outside of me that could offer me the things that I need in order to function, operate, and feel fully connected to life and with myself. And another thing too is what I'm saying is dealing with life in terms of a clear mind and dealing with reality and not escaping the adversity or just being present. Let's get this money. And when I'm saying being present with your children, being present with your family, being present with the moment at hand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's not partying and all, and I don't knock none of that, but being present and really connecting with whatever it is that requires your attention at that moment without something, again, I'm keeping it on the eye, without something to give me a false feeling of fulfillment. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. You know? So yeah, like I said, I'm doing the reverse grip push-ups. I'm doing that, so it's a push and pull. Like I said, I'm just coming out here to get some quick money. I want to go live real quick and just, tap on how I was functioning today in terms of my thinking. Yeah. And the thing is too, right? I'm quite sure certain enhancements in terms of, let's say, steroids, popping a pill, creatine, I don't care and I don't knock none of that. This is not my approach to what I'm saying. I'm keeping it on the eye, and I'm just so immersed in feeling operating without anything. So, for example, I'll go to the gym and energy drinks are popular, consumed beverage to get people engine going. And I see the C4 drinks all over. Let me get this money. Yeah. So yeah, that's really the point though, not having to utilize anything outside of self to give you that true enjoyment of life, that true enjoyment of your capabilities and what you need. And granted, listen, certain things in moderation, whether it's, psychedelics, shrooms. You got certain natural, enhancement for your mind, and it's all sorts of things for the human experience. So again, this ain't coming from a place of just bashing or criticizing all these different, but at the same time, we got to weigh the risk and the reward of what it is we partake in that's going to give us what seems to be that extra happiness, that extra stamina, that extra pleasure, so it's just something to think about. And that's really what I'm tapping in on. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Yeah, I feel those in my bars, like in my bars and my tries, Yeah, but that's really what it is, So when you connect with you, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We can hit it off this low bar though. We get this money off this low bar. That's money right there. It's money. Yes, indeed. Like I said, I'm going off the high bar. Look at this, yo. This is some beautiful equipment right here. I've shown it before in other videos. This is a nice setup. Yeah, this right here is definitely a nice setup, though. Word. See it? It's a nice setup. Definitely a nice setup. That high bar feel fantastic. I ain't touched this in a minute. For real. And I know, walk with me. And I know that, people who partake, you know, like in the fitness industry with certain enhancements or what have you, I guess it just come with that world in terms of really emphasizing the human anatomy and showcasing, you know, but overall, down the road, it causes some major destruction. And I get it, you know, all of us at the time for us to no longer be present is a reality in terms of us going back to the essence. But how I see it is, while we here, let's do the right thing for our greatest and best experience of enjoying life. Let's go. Kristen Chavez. Damn. Where you are is beautiful. It's raining here in Stockton, California. Yep, I'ma match it. That's what's up. Salute. Salute to California. Yeah, it was raining here a few days in the beginning of the week. So I think that rain passed us now. So I think next week might be even more beautiful. But I'm glad the rain stopped. It's a little windy, but yeah, definitely it is beautiful. You know, it definitely is. I agree with you on that. Word, for sure. Yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, yo, salute to everybody in the chat as well, you know? Word up. Much gratitude. Let's hit this low bar again. That reverse grip feel fantastic. Wow. But yeah, so this ain't necessarily about, again, the topic is about us really tapping in on the on the inside of where everything that we need is within, you know. So this ain't necessarily about no steroids and pills. I mean, that all of that, because anything that it or what supposed to enhance us, most of the time it just don't do us no great benefits, or temporarily. You know, you see it all the time of especially young people crashing out, heart attacks, stroke. You know, again, so for me to have that feeling when I wake up in the morning and I could just knock out 500 push-ups to just take off running. I'm talking about, there's been many a days where I just get out of bed, and I keep it a stack. Didn't freshen up, nothing. And just run out the door. Just run out the door and get right to it. Let me get these pull-ups in. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling is amazing to feel that way. Give me a second, y'all. That's why, people become depressed, become in a state of feeling lost or hopeless. And, a lot of times when those things that we utilize outside ourselves, such as drugs, drinking, and body enhancements and stuff like that, can have an effect, because the moment you stop taking something, or the moment that you don't have that thing that gives you the illusion or make you feel good, you feel back at square one. So I'm just saying that to say it's nothing like, and don't get me wrong, let me get this money. I'm gonna add on to this. Although my grip ain't feel right on that one. But like I said, I just say that to say, again, this more so coming from the eye. It's just a fantastic feeling, amazing feeling when you know that you're not relying on anything outside of yourself to feel your best. It's nothing like that mental stamina when you learning something new. When you have those moments, those times in which you could say, I did that all on my own. That's a self-confirmation, if you will, of what you have to offer yourself in terms of progress. Something that you thought you couldn't imagine doing. No, these are, we're talking about that's the spontaneous experiences of life, when you can connect with these moments time and time again on your own accord, because you push through doubt. You was told that you couldn't, prevailing on your own accord. What I'm saying, and I get it. You got college students, people who make whatever those pills are that help you stay awake and to study longer and all these type of things. But if you just party less, and if you just got the proper sleep, if you worked out, if you ate the proper foods, the same energy that we utilize with working out, we could apply that same energy to performing for the things that we need to take us further in life. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, in the title of the video, it could initially be looked at like the same bashing of people who use drugs and in term, all this with the body enhancement, but it ain't really about that. Again, because it goes so much further than fitness, and that's the thing about life. Fitness is a big part of my life. But this is just a component that helps me bring so many other aspects of my life together. And that's what it do for me. You know what I'm saying? So again, to be my age, to do what I do, to perform 500 burpees and then still go work out. You know how many times I've did 500 burpees and then still had to go to the gym? That's a phenomenal feeling. To have that when I'm not working out, when I'm doing other things outside of working out. I help people move at times. I'm talking about moving couches, washing machines, all type of physical labor in terms of me being able to produce, earn money or whatever. I'm just saying, just off of that alone, and basically to be and to feel unfazed. Come on. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. So I appreciate your patience and, taking the time out, and salute to everybody, you know what I'm saying, who can appreciate the content, you know what I'm saying, in regards to, hearing me out and hopefully you resonate. But that's a phenomenal feeling when you could do so much throughout the day and still have an appetite to work out or to work out, and then still have an abundance and energy to get so much more done in your day. Come on, that's priceless, you heard? That's priceless. Let's get this money, man. Damn, I'm talking so much. I got to get my son soon, too. This is just a quick live today, y'all. Yeah, so, you know, for the men, you know what I'm saying? Fall back. If you somebody, fall back from that Pornhub and all that. Leave that alone. Fall back and appreciate a woman for who she is. And that's where sometimes I look at it like this too. You got to give yourself time to miss something, you know? So refraining from these things that... So I'm going to tell you something. It's so much on the market for stimulation that so many people, again, get to the point of where just simply without these things that enhance our pleasure sensors, and that's where we start to feel depressed. Again, it goes back to that, feeling depressed and feeling unsatisfied. And then you seeking the next thing or the something else that now it just digs you a deeper hole because it takes you further from you connecting with your true nature. Let's get this money. You know? It's real like that. It's real like that. All right, what up? It's money, y'all. Let's get this money. Quick push and pull. Real quick. This will get me warmed up. Probably I'll go to the gym later on or something. This is what I'm talking about though. Like I said, there's so many different aspects. There's so many different aspects to us going outside of self to seek enjoyment and pleasures of life. You know what I'm saying? So, and I wanted to mention this too, right? So, like I mentioned earlier in this live, so many points in my life where, or many points where I got tired of smoking weed, I got tired of drinking, I take a break. It'll be temporary, but I'll go back to smoking and drinking. To eventually, to speed up, my point is, to me being in the place now where it's like, truly, arriving to a point in the place where I'm at now, truly appreciating not going backwards, not starting over. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by starting over, clearing my mind, building my discipline back up and all that, it's nothing like just constantly elevating is what I'm saying. Constantly elevating. You know, yeah, we have setbacks. I mean, life, yeah. things happen in that sense, right? You know, financially and, just normal things. But when we in the space, when we in a place where we are our best selves and we could seek solution, and it's nothing like that. It's nothing like being able to have that ability and to allow that ability of having that knowledge of self it's only going to bring you closer or make your situation change for the better quicker if you are in a position of being at your best from the start, if you will. Let's go. Y'all can see this? Hold on. Let me switch this up. So, that sun coming out, y'all. It's money. Like I said, you got college students that take those, forget the name of them, so they could stay up and study quicker. Again, party less, work out, eat the right foods, get the proper rest. You'll be able to ace that exam. You see? Also, another thing is just overall dealing with life. Again, keep it on the eye with a sober mind. I ain't trying to escape nothing. It's nothing like being able to face reality with your full true self. Not relying on the bottle, relying on the smoke, relying on the putting something up your nose, none of that. Know what I mean? So it was just on my mind, and since, like I said, because I feel so good, you know what I'm saying? Because like that post I made in the community today, in the community post, and I said, I'm high on life. I ain't say I'm high, pardon me. I ain't say I'm high off life. I said I'm high on life because I want to be on, you see? And then I said, I inhale and then I exhale gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing that's giving me that feeling besides me just being who I am and appreciating life itself. That's why I said in another post, don't just give the skies a passing glance, you heard? Appreciate, be present. I ain't like that set right there. got that set right there. But you know, you get the point though. You know, that's why before I get off this live, you know, I just want to make it known again to be able to wake up and just take off running. I'll jog for 5 miles straight. Just get out the bed, shoot out the door, boom. Go jog 5 miles straight, non-stop. Go to the park, work out, and jog back home. Come on. And then still going with my day. It's been many a times. Let me tell you something. And again, my point of saying all this is that just the feeling of my engine being on full go without anything manipulating my performance. Anybody who knows me personally, who is subscribed to my channel, who know me in real life, who have worked with me, they could co-sign, they can confirm what I'm saying. I've gotten full-fledged workouts at work, whereas at the end of the day, everybody else is hurrying up and getting in their car, taking off. I'm still in the parking lot doing sprints. I'm still in the parking lot doing push-ups. I'm still in the parking lot doing squats because I'm not finished my workout yet. And this is what I'm talking about, that type of ability, right? And what does that do what does that do, right? Physically, I'm in shape, yes, but that has a very powerful impact on my mind. Let's go. So yeah, you know, again, that appreciation for your own existence without anything giving you an illusion, giving you what you feel you need in order to be productive. And I get it. Again, going back to the fitness world. You know, they take steroids, they do these things, and you know, they have sponsorships, they make great careers, you know. Again, I'm not here to bash and stuff, because what works for the next man, that's his reality. You know, who am I to, you know, speak against what's working for the next man? But I just say that to say, you know, at the same time, you know, it's a big risk, a big chance. And again, I'm just simply making a point of, and at least for me, wow, what a feeling that I don't have no vices or anything weighing on my shoulders for me to get the day rolling, to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no greater feeling than not having to rely on anything but you being able to just get right to it. You know, wake up out of bed and just be ready to go. Not feeling sluggish, not feeling like another long day. And you know, because when you wake up, you should be in a space of, I can't wait to conquer the day, or to feel like it's not enough hours in the day for me to take advantage of. That's what you want to feel like, and that's what I be feeling like, you know. So that's what was on my mind today. So you know what I mean, I brought that to the community. You feel me? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring that to the community today. You know what I'm saying? You know, at first it took me a little time to get my thoughts going as far as like how I'm gonna approach this topic, but you know, now I'm here with it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, let me get this money and I'm gonna finish saying what I'm saying. Crusades of motivation, facts. Let's go, win the day, you already know. Peace, brother, how you? I hope everything good with you and yours, your family, your son. Appreciate you for being in the chat, salute. Much gratitude. Salute to everybody in the chat, much gratitude. Yo, when I jump down off of that, I shake the concrete, y'all. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know, get my viewpoints together. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I had the best delivery, I know that. But my point get across, you know? And like I said, for me to be able to feel the way I feel, I just want to, you know, I want to share that with others. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm 40 plus. And I, you know, I function, operate, and feel like words can't express. Words can't express, I'm telling you. Words can't express it. I'm telling you, it's the truth. And it's just what makes it so passionate is that for me, is that I know you know, I don't have to be concerned with any downsides, any crashing out of such of coming down off of something that was just a temporary feeling. But like life in general, of course, we have our days, we have our ups and downs as far as our moods and things of that nature. But overall, when you are in a good space within yourself, you get back on track much easier, much stronger, much rapidly. Let's get it. Real talk. Wear a seat. Beautiful day. Thank you for more great content. Salute. Wear a seat. Thank you. Salute to you as well. Salute to you as well. You know, I wanted to connect with the community, with the people, you know. Just had some great energy to share. And that's what I wanted to do, you know. really wasn't really sure how I was gonna approach this topic. I mean, I had an idea, but it's not scripted, and this is really how I feel. And of course, for myself, more has to be done in my own life. Again, this is a mirror, but for so many years, for an individual such as myself, neglecting the very things that could have took me much further at an earlier time in my life, because I, had the desire and the want to be caught up in the worlds of the streets. You see, I set myself back. No regrets, because I got a lot of wisdom and I gained a lot of insight on life. You see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, to be able to get to a point of where you appreciate and value, each and every day, that's a beautiful thing. Let's get this money. Get these pull-ups in. So I just wanted to touch on that subject. Yeah, y'all, but that's what it is, you know? Ain't nothing like that feeling if, you had a situation where your car broke down. Hopefully you ain't got a car that got issues like that, but, you could just walk to the furthest gas station, There's so many things that I can name, so many things that if we didn't have certain machinery, we got to rely on ourselves, on our own physical abilities. If a natural disaster happened and you got to, save your spouse, your children, your kids, I'm just saying, it's nothing like, knowing that you can rely on you to, help you and others get through another day by way of, rescued out of a situation that requires somebody to be strong enough to, move that person who can't move themselves. Let's go. That was money right there. Where Sheep said, building your mind is very important. Being able to be strong when everything is against you shows the true character. That's a fact. With that being said, Where Sheep, that does show your true character because, again, I keep it on the eye, Where Sheep. I was the type of individual where if my day was going bad, I want to give the world hell. You know? Again, that's not being a strong individual. Aggression isn't strong, especially if you're not going to act on that aggression. You know what I mean? So, again, I keep it on the eye. You know? I was the type of individual where if I'm in a bad mood, feeling angry, and I project that on the world. Got myself in a lot of trouble because of, you know, a lot of times, and again, when we're talking about, you know, utilizing things outside of self to feel better, yeah, they say weed is a drug or a drug where people should enjoy. If I ain't have my smoke, a lot of times I get irritable. I be in a bad mood, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Again, I keep it on the eye. What you go through. So when we dealing with issues, adversity, challenging moments, without us taking the route of something that is going to help us cope. Again, being able to rely on self, that's where you really know your strong points and what you're made of. Like you just said, Where Sheep, you know? So to be able to still treat people with respect, to be able to still speak positivity in your life, to be able to walk with me, to be able to take the time out, seek solution, you know, understand that, you know, it will get better. These are shrimps, you know? So, yeah, let's get this money. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely see where a man's true character is. You know, when he dealing with resistance, challenges in life. That's a fact. You know, you got people who go back and forth to jail to escape reality out here in real life. You know, because in there, it's easier in the sense of everything is given to you. You know, that's a form of escape too. You know, going outside of yourself again, right? I need to become more financially sound. I need to become more educated. I need a skill to make money, you know? So again, that's another form of escape too. You know, going back and forth to jail, you ain't gotta hear from your child's mother. The demands of life and the people that rely on you. And these are the things I'm talking about too. We gotta face the music each and every day. Especially when you got people relying on you, such as kids. Word up. A real man, you can go a day or two without eating if you have to. You know what I'm saying? If you have to, you just might have you just might have to not eat so the kids can eat. That's what a man could do. You know what I'm saying? And still not use drugs or nothing and know that you got the strength. That's what I'm saying. I ain't hit leg day. I ain't hit legs all week last week. I don't feel deprived from that. I know my legs are still strong. I know I'm gonna get to it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get this money, y'all. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. That true inner strength. Let's get it. You know what I mean? That's where that true inner strength come in. And then it's the other side to it. When you put the work in and you enjoy the fruits of your labor. Let's not leave that out. When you went through the fire, when you did what was necessary and you got a table full of food, you can add a few more stories to your house. You could go buy that extra car. That's another thing too, don't get me wrong. Because I'm a man that I wanna feel that material wealth. I'm not gonna lie. Money is a tool. We're not gonna deny that either. You see what I'm saying? All this physical, and you need the means to be able to sustain and maintain health. They say health is wealth, but wealth is health too. You know what I mean? They both correlate, in terms of our survival and existence in this world, especially in capitalism. And I'm not against capitalism. Get your ass up and make it happen. I'm with that. I'm with that. Everything else attached to it, I'm not saying, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, get your ass up and get to it. Get this money. I'm talking about that currency too. That money that they print out. Them blue bills, as they say. Let me get it from another angle, y'all. Let me see. Let's do it like this. So yeah, that's what it's about. But again, relying on yourself in terms of doing the things necessary to be able to concentrate and focus, to put certain things aside and give something, this one thing, all your attention, Again, relying on self, not relying on something outside to give you that enjoyment, that temporary enjoyment, Sometimes we gotta wait and see and look from afar and know that that thing that we know is going to bring us that ultimate satisfaction of gaining is down the road, but with each step in that direction and what work is required to get to it, we getting closer. You see? Let's get it. I'm still working on being able to pull myself. I'm getting stronger though, y'all. Believe that. I'm telling you. When I twisted my arm, when I got my arm messed up in the beginning, I didn't know what to expect. Word. Yeah, life is beautiful. Another glorious day, y'all. Salute to everybody in the chat. For real. I don't take y'all for granted. Believe that. Believe that. Yeah, like I said, it's nothing like that feeling of waking up and just look so forward to your day. I don't care if you at work, and I say work because that's just a common environment. Yeah, I get it. We all want to have our personal time and stuff like that. But how I see it, especially coming from experiences where when I was incarcerated and I was in those circumstances at that time, and envision myself back in society and wanting to partake in going to work or whatever. And at that time, I didn't even have an outlook on having my own business or anything like that. But you know, of course, you grow and your outlook and perception expands. But so again, depending on our background, our experiences, how it affected us, will determine how we, again, how we deal and cope with life. Whether we use something to help us cope, to give us an escape. I choose to be very present. I choose to deal with reality. And it's nothing like, again, that victorious experience of, because of my involvement, a situation or a circumstance turned out for the better. And then you can move on. Let's get it. You can move on to greater and better things. Let's get this money. That person you mentioned, where is he? Oh, my fault. Nah, pardon me, where is he? They had the same. Salute to everybody in the chat. It's money. Indeed it is. But yeah, I just wanted to, check in real quick, you know what I'm saying? Tap on that subject. No needles, no pills, no drinks, And of course, no enhancement, no steroids, no pills, no energy drinks. That's just not my forte. I don't knock nobody who partake in that. Again, and with that being said, it's a lot of channels on YouTube that, such individuals, that's their thing, and I still watch them. And I still get great advice and, some inspiration, in terms of things that I could utilize for my own workouts and what have you. So this is not coming from a place of, just judging and, bashing people, none of that, But if someone was to ask me what's my take on it, that's not my thing. That's not what I'm about, and I don't condone it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that on the forefront. Let's get this money, cause I gotta get my son soon, y'all. But yeah, I wanted to check in real quick on this live. Probably more things I could have said in terms of this topic, but I be really wanting to get this workout too while I, get a few points out there. But nonetheless, y'all get the drift. Let's get it. Yeah, but anyway, y'all, those felt fantastic. So the entire workout, I did the reverse grip push-ups off the bar, which I feel them in my biceps. I feel it in some tri. It's a great way to maneuver your position on doing that particular type of push-up. I did the pull-ups. So this is a push and pull exercise. Also, for those who may have some type of wrist pain or it's difficult to do push-ups on a flat surface, you utilize the straight bar. It's good to be in a neutral position in the push-ups. It's a very natural way to position yourself to do the push-ups. And again, you can avoid aggravation on your wrist, or, you know, if you do have problems with your wrist. Inverted are great. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Saves of motivation. Wear seats. Sometimes you stay where you at and still have to deal with the mistakes you made. Staying strong during these times are difficult as well. Yeah, so wear seat. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, what I got to say to that, you know, depending on what you're dealing with, yes, you have to stay. We have to stay and face the music, right? That's of course, you know, that's the thing. We got to man up, or we got to woman up and deal with the things that we have created ourselves, or what other people have brought, unfortunately, into our lives that now we have to deal with, right? So with that being said, yeah, we got to face the music, but it don't have to stay the same. We have choices too, where see, you know what I'm saying? So we could definitely move forward, right? But of course, whatever circumstance that need to be dealt with and however long it takes for that situation to be rectified, corrected, or what have you, we got to deal with that. And then from that point, you know, we move forward and don't repeat or, you know, remove ourselves from the very things that remove ourselves from the very things that's going to compromise our livelihood and bring about adversity. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got to deal with life. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So without anything that's going to take us outside of us dealing with situations that we need to face, yes, we have to still be present and work through that situation, whatever that may be. I ain't like those pull-ups. We create our reality. We really do. That's a fact. So much that I've gone through was through my choices. And again, like I said, I'm gonna leave it on this note before I close out, y'all. I was immersed in the streets. You know, I was immersed in the streets. Hard. You know, I don't get on here. See, I'm not going to get into the whole war stories and this, that, and the third. You see that all over social media. But I was immersed in the streets. But one thing I could say about me is that deep down inside, I knew I had a strong connection to life. And with that being said, what you just mentioned, the circumstances and the realities I created for myself from the choices I made, from the lifestyle that I was involved in, I handled my business I dealt with the reality of being incarcerated, but then I made the conscious decision to make the necessary change, and it took me many, many years. And when I'm talking about the change of me constantly, every day working on me, a lot of undoing, and I'm talking about it was a lot of me undoing the man I no longer wanted to be. You see what I'm saying? And I affected a lot of people because of my choices.